Congratulations. You've made it through 3 half-hour episodes with Dave and I. Now, if you're a hardcore Bowling Point podcast fan, you've been through that many times over and over again. But this has been a special trip, Dave.
Absolutely. And I'm congratulations to you, man. I'm glad we're here. We're at this point because we want to invite people and we want to invite you next week to join us for one of 4 webinars. And we're going to walk through, and actually, you know what? We talked about this. I'm going to say we should add a 5th.
Okay. 5 webinars.
Right.
Once a week for the next 5 weeks. There's going to be other Boiling Point process members, just like you, asking real serious questions. And everybody's question is relevant because you're going to find a lot of nuggets in everybody else's questions to us. So essentially, we're going to dive a lot deeper into a lot of the tools that we talked about earlier, and we're going to be taking questions as well and answering them. And it's going to be highly relevant, highly focused, and it's a great opportunity to take your entrepreneurship journey up to the next level as you become a thought leader in your field, in your market.
So what's going to happen is we're going to go through each of the 4 steps, okay, that we defined earlier, and the first step being.
You got me. First step being choosing and identifying your avatar. Second step
is
we invented this.
Becoming a
why do we even think that this
subject matter expert? Third step.
Third is being seen as a thought leader, and 4th
is building and speaking to your community. Yeah. And in fact, you recognize us doing the 4th step right now.
We're doing the 4th step right now. We're inviting you into this webinar series. But outside of that, we're also inviting you into the Boiling Point community.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime membership into, well, as long as Facebook exists anyway, into our private Facebook group, the Boiling Point process group. And this is a place where we can all support each other in our thought leadership journeys because 100%. If you have great examples, or let's say you're launching a new product and you want the rest of the community to help promote that and increase your thought leadership in any market, this is the way that we're going to do it. And we really want you to join all the other members that we have already who are engaging with us in this space.
100%. The 5th webinars is all going to be about action. And that's really important. And I'll speak as a coach. All this is nice stuff, but unless there's any action, so what? So you're going to come out of it with an action plan that's specific to you, to your avatar, interviewing subject matter experts that are relevant to that avatar and to you, using the platforms that are most relevant, and then building and speaking to your community. So the 4 steps will be the same for everyone, but how it works for you will be unique to you, and then it's all about, okay, now action. Okay.
And something else I want to say on that too. I've been through a lot of online courses as well, and sometimes people come in, they paint this big dream for you, but there's really no tactical action steps like Dave just talked about. Nor are there any resources to go further. For example, we are going to talk about how podcasting is going to change your world if you start doing it. And we're also going to talk a little bit about how we make our podcast work, because we are experts at our podcast. We're not podcast experts, but there are podcast expert resources out there. We're going to share those with you as well. And we do that with all of our different platforms and tools.
As one example, you may not want to use a podcast, but there's an example, right? Or it could be a process to get a newsletter into a column, or sorry, an interview into a column in a newspaper, as an example.
Or how to become the most engaging public speaker on the TED stage. Right. Like things like this, we're gonna give you the tools and resources and links so you can succeed in all this. But there's a couple time-sensitive issues that we've got.
Which is?
This thing starts in a week. Starts in a week.
Okay, I thought that was the one. Okay. It starts in a week, so please join now. Okay, you're going to be getting an email that's going to pop into your inbox. It gives you a chance to subscribe. Do it now because it's going to be gone in a week's time. The other thing we want to mention is, as a member, there's a very high likelihood that you could be an interviewee on a future podcast. Yeah. And we can't guarantee it, but man, we'd really like to draw from our community, and we typically do. So that certainly puts you in position for that. And what else would be valuable in terms of being part of this?
Well, I think we can discuss some really cool Boiling Point swag perhaps.
Yes.
There's all these fun little things that we're going to be bringing in to give you more value than we're talking about right now. But this is a real opportunity to take this to the next level. And something that I truly believe in, Dave, is to really take something seriously, there has to be some sort of exchange of value. When you pay for something, you take it seriously, you commit, okay? So we're not putting this at a price point that's unreachable. This boiling point process is for startup entrepreneurs. It's really for anybody, but we're not assuming people have big, thick wallets for this. We want to put this at a low price point that is accessible to everybody. And it's just a great way to continue this dialogue. And if you pay for something, chances are you're going to complete it and you're going to go through it all.
Well, and I'm very, if you follow it and follow through with the action plan, you will see a return on your investment.
100%. And
A massive return on your investment.
And the other part I wanted to say too is this is just the beginning. There's so many more things that Dave and I are going to be developing with all the other subject matter experts that we've had on the boiling point, including yourself. As you come into our world, we want to help support you and push you. So we really welcome you in. And honestly, we have 1 week and 1 week only before the first webinar starts. So for $297, we are going to give you 5. Initially, it was going to be 4 because the 4 steps. We're going to give you 5 weekly webinars plus engagement throughout in between. You're going to stay on the boiling point process emailer, where we're going to continue to give you a ton of content, a ton of value. And from there, who knows? We may even have down the road some one-on-one coaching opportunities. We haven't worked those things out yet. We really want to see how the community builds and what the community needs are. And so we invite you along. You're going to get an email as soon as this video is done. So do not wait. Please, if you are an entrepreneur or if you're an artist or a politician or anybody doing anything that needs to be increased in their realm of influence and become a thought leader, this is the course for you. We figured it out. We've had over 200 interviews to get here. Dave and I have over 25 years building both of our companies together, experience, and we have literally raised millions of dollars or earned millions of dollars of sales as a direct result of the thought leadership that we have earned over the years through following these processes.
I think you said it, man. I think that's it. So go to your inbox, click, and look forward to seeing you in 1 week.
Cheers. Keep that pot boiling.